What's up, everybody? Anox checking in here. Just want to say that I calmed down a little bit from my absolute Scarface level F-bomb tirade yesterday about the Notre Dame not making the college football playoff. It still got me fuming inside. I still stand by everything I said 150,000%. But one other reflection I had was that one of the reasons why I think I blew up so much is not even has to do with college football at all. It has to do with sports in general right now and just where it's at and how frustrating it is. Because I believe that every sport is completely ruined right now. The Los Angeles Dodgers have ruined baseball with the deferred contracts. And I don't want to hear you're a Yankee fan. Look what the Yankees did with Steinbrenner in the 90s and stuff like that. Now, this is different. This is a way that they completely bucked the system and took out the whole crapshoot with the deferred contract. So something has to change and something has to be done with that in the collective bargaining agreement to bring baseball back. Because right now, baseball is ruined by the Dodgers and the deferred contracts. Basketball, the NBA has been ruined for a while now by style of play. The style of play of the run and gun, 3-point shooting, no defense, with final scores of 165 to 140. And you watch it in the last 2 minutes because of all the runs and the comeback, stuff like that. So the NBA is completely ruined by style of play. And then you have the NFL. And the NFL has been completely ruined by the rule changes that made it a much softer game. And we all know that. And it's just not the same feeling of NFL as it was in the past. And now, when all was said and done with that, I said, at least I got college sports. I'm into college sports now. Why? Because these kids are hungry. They don't get paid. It's sports in its most natural setting. Its most pure setting. And now the transfer portal and the NIL money and this fucking bullshit shenanigans with the college football playoff yesterday. The NIL and the transfer portal and the money has ruined college football. It's college sports in general. The money has ruined college sports in general. So then you go to the fight game. Fuck team sports, right? Let's go to the fight game. Boxing. Where's boxing at? What's boxing, right? So boxing was getting hot a couple of years ago, a little bit. It was getting hot. A couple of those guys getting old now, they're retiring. Nobody fights anybody anymore. Boxing has been ruined by the promoters, ruined by the fighters trying to protect their undefeated record, and we don't see the fights that we want to see. Very few and far in between do we see that. We don't consistently see the fights that we want to see, and that's led to Jake Paul. Right? So people say Jake Paul ruined boxing, and I kind of said that yesterday. But in a sense, yes, but in a sense, no, because it was ruined before him. He's a product of boxing being ruined. And then you got MMA, right? Well, at least we got MMA. MMA now is boring. MMA, the main event goes on at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm half fucking asleep, okay? The main events go on way too late. And the Dagestani wrestlers have ruined the sport with the boring style of fighting. And it's got no pizzazz and personality anymore. You had in the post-McGregor era, post-Rousey, post-John Jones. There's no pizzazz. There's no personality much at all anymore. Nate Diaz. And so we're gone from a lot of those guys. I mean, we still got a few. We still got Max Holloway. We got Patty Pimblett's a fucking maniac, and we got Sugar Sean. Sugar Sean kind of rose to the top and fell off a little bit, but he'll be back. But there's been a lull. There's been a huge lull, and to me, it's been ruined by the Dagestani wrestler and boring personalities and boring style of fighting. Now, that Paramount Plus pay-per-view coming up, I think it's the 24th of January. That looks insane. That looks awesome. And the talk of the White House in that card, so that could be coming back. But right now, sports is at the worst point it's ever been. I mean, and from a non-biased point, even for everybody. From a biased point, the Giants suck. Notre Dame just got fucked. Right? The Bulls suck. They started 5-0. They've lost every game since, I think. These are my teams. The Yankees keep getting there, but can't get over that damn hump. So what do I got now? I got Carolina. I got Carolina. Well, you want to turn to soccer, you turn to the World Cup, right? What'd the World Cup do now? The World Cup, best tournament probably in sports, other than maybe March Madness. You got the World Cup now. It's like 64 teams or something like that. The damn thing's like double, triple the size as it was, and it's all watered down now. And now you see, how did some teams qualify and some that had this way, and then other teams had to qualify with a much harder road. So now you're gonna leave out Italy maybe if they lose in the And I'm a fan of I'm a Germany football fan, but now you're gonna leave Italy out if they lose in the playoff. But you have a Macedonia in there or some shit like that. Well, actually, they lost to Macedonia a couple of years ago, but you have Guam in there or some shit. So that's all watered down bullshit too. And your sports all over is ridiculous now. It's retarded, and I think probably at the end of the day, it's the money. The money. Look at the Dodgers, the deferred contracts. Money's involved there. Look at the NIL and the transfer portal. And look at the college football playoff. They want a piece of that Notre Dame money. They want Notre Dame in the conference. That was the last time they had a chance to screw them. Because I heard just now that for the next 6 years, Notre Dame's protected now. So if they're ranked in the top 12, they're going to get in. So they knew that. So they screwed them with their last opportunity to do that. It's all about that. It's all about that. It's all about the money. Obviously, they had to expand the World Cup field for more money, and so on and so forth. It all traces back to the money, and it's just tough right now because a lot of us, we look to sports as like our release, our happy place, place away from politics, place away from, all the other bullshit and drama that life brings, and we look to it now, and it's just at a low point in general, and it sucks. But anyway. Life ain't all about sports. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy everything around you that you are blessed with this holiday season. Hopefully there's nothing else I gotta come on here and friggin' bullshit about later.